So this morning, today, returning to the shelter under Petros there where we left off yesterday and returned to base camp. Well, we've made it to this little shelter hut under the Petros mountain there at the baseline. We're about 50 meters from rescue point 15, which is right in that tree right over there. So we're at the point we finally left off from yesterday and returned back to base camp, finally made it back up. This morning we did head out a little bit earlier than yesterday. We took the same route up, but decided to follow a different path. The path we took today was the ridgeline, just a straight up hike. This is available to see our hike path on my Facebook page, on our Facebook page. So you can actually view the path. It may have shaved off a kilometer, but coming straight up the ridge is a little steeper incline rather than hitting the zigzag path. What do you think was easier, Tom? The zigzag on the forest road or straight up the ridge as we just did? Which one would you like better?
Мне больше понравилось зигзагами ходить, было солнышко, было красиво и в лесу было интересно. Но быстрее, конечно, вверх.
Yeah, so what she said. So the hike is really great. She said she enjoyed the forest road a little bit better because it's a zigzag and a little more beautiful, a lot more sun. Coming straight up the ridge is quicker, but tougher and more exhausting. So anyways, we're about maybe half a kilometer to maybe 3/4 of a kilometer from the shelter that we left off from yesterday, and we'll pick up our path to the hut under Hoverla. If you do decide to take the ridge line, during summer months when it's warm, I suggest to beware because there's a lot of rocks out here, and there is a poisonous snake. It's called the red snake or red spotted snake. It's called the red snake. I don't recall. We had a close encounter last year with one that was just right on our path. You do get bitten by that snake, it can be fatal. So just be aware of that. Other than that, enjoy your adventures and enjoy our adventures with us, Carpathian Overland. Oh, there's the climb, Alpine Zone. Petros behind me, the summit, and now we are southward of Hoverla and heading directly northeast a little bit. So we're directly north to under Hoverla. On our way. But first,
I almost destroyed your food.
Oh, oops. First, a little lunchtime. Well, Ty and I just finished lunch, and awesome out here. Saw a couple of snow bikers out here, which is actually awesome, man. Noisy, but that looks like fun. So yeah, awesome. Anyways, we're just about up to the ridge between the two summits of Petro and Hoverla. I probably got another kilometer to the ridge, and then it's just a straight walk ridge line to Hoverla Hut. So, rock and roll, we're getting there, step by step. Petros, Hoverla. Still a bit. We still got another 5 kilometers to the hut. I don't know. Something's up. Either Google Maps is off, I'm off. My Sunto GPS system's off. Something's off, but we'll definitely get there. Well, I just made a near fatal mistake. Between Hoverla and Petros on the road, you see a rock formation. We both stacked the rocks. The hikers stacked the rocks. To the west of that, beautiful and dangerous. Yeah, I pee my pants sometimes. I don't do this without fear, man. Well, we just reached a milestone. Yay! So, Hoverla is 5 kilometers that way, but that is the summit of Hoverla. We're not going to hit the summit we're gonna hit the hut under Hoverla, which is 4.5 kilometers. Then we have where we just the other mountain peak, Petros, is 4 kilometers from here. Sign says an hour and 45 minutes of hiking. Understand that's a give or take. It's usually plus, not less than. So unless you're a really fast hiker and got it, yeah, just put it out. Anyway, so then we have the Poleski, which is what time?
Это мы сейчас, нет.
What's Poleski?
Поляна это
The flatland?
ровно. Как здесь. Здесь это тоже поляна, а это поляна.
So something 2 kilometers that way, Poleski. Now, and currently we are standing at Polskopeska. What's Pol mean?
Poляna.
Polana. Okay. I don't know. Sorry, the translation of that word. I'm sorry. So Polana, Sloveski. This is where we currently are. We're at 1,520 meters. Hoorah! So, off to Hoverla. 5 more kilometers. Ooh, we have just currently done, I think we're up to about 8 kilometers. Maybe, no, we're about 9 kilometers from 10 kilometers from the Jeep now. So, enjoying it. So, a little bit more than halfway. If you do, check out at my Facebook page. If you do check out the hike that we just did on the app, there is a Beware, which was just a video segment that's a few seconds before this. Just don't venture out to the west side of that rocks. It is absolutely dangerous, and that is just that. My heart's not beating, but it's oh man, that can be a Russian word for that is it could have been pizdet. So anyway, here we are. We're going. Hoverla, see you at under the hut. Well, another milestone accomplished. We are currently at Pritulak Peremichka, which is another shelter place to Hoverla. We have another 2 kilometers to Hoverla Hut, which is awesome, almost there. This place is actually quite beautiful. This looks like a shelter, and there's a lot of places to eat and little benches and stuff to eat on. It's pretty cool. And then behind us we have, and then here looks like we have maybe you see there. What is that behind us? That's also part of this Pritulak
Shelter.
so yeah. Anyways, the summit of Hoverla is on the other side of that, which we'll get to pretty soon. And then it's got a little bit of directions and a nice house area. It says on the signs behind me is some kind of pay area. I don't quite, I quite don't understand, but it's all good. So on the journey to hut at the Hoverla, this looks like actually a pretty cool place to stay. I mean, we're just doing a day hike, but it's actually, if somebody come out here and do an overnight hike or a couple nights overnight hike, this looks like an awesome place to stay. So here we are inside the shelter at Peremichka. Tanya got a little bit hungry, so we decided to take a snack before we headed on. So this is the mile marker at this shelter, Pritulak Peremichka, at 1,540 meters. Petros from here. Petros is the summit on Petros is 2,020 meters, 6 kilometers away, 2.5 hours, but we're checking in snow, so that's a little more difficult. And then it says Olaviska is also 4 kilometers, an hour and 15 minutes. That we don't think we passed it, but we're not sure exactly where. Then we have Hoverla. Summit of Hoverla is 3 kilometers, and the summit of Hoverla is 2,061 meters, the highest peak in Ukraine. And then we also have Jez Nesmovti. I have no idea, 9 kilometers away. And then we have Papivan, which is 21 kilometers that way. So we're headed up to Hoverla. We're not hitting the summit, as you well know. We're hitting the hut under Hoverla, which is a half kilometer below the summit. So 2.5 kilometers to Hoverla Hut. And our camera's going back in the bag, and I'm continuing my suntan. So we made our destination, hut under Hoverla. High five. So we are currently at it's 1800, 6 o'clock in the evening. Took us all day. We're at 1,836 meters roughly according to GPS. So we're there and we're gonna celebrate because I carried this the whole way. Yeah. Hey, so we left under Hoverla and headed back to the Jeep. 6.9 kilometers downhill. There's Hoverla behind me. Just over there. It's actually the peak. So there's Tanya and the Jeep. Way down there. This is Petros behind me. And Tanya. Yeah, we did it. So take a look around. Sorry, I almost made it. That's Hoverla at 2,060 meters. That's the summit. Think of it. And so yeah, we did it. It's a little bit chilly up here, so we got about 8 kilometers downhill. So it's deep, and it's not the easiest thing in the world, but we did it. We accomplished it. What do you say, Todd? Okay, I check out the birds. So yeah, awesome to be up here. Absolutely awesome. Tanya and I have done the, we have submitted Hoverla before. Oh shit, battery died. So, no, it's still there. So yeah, we have done it before, but it's all good. We're headed home. Alright, so we're headed home. We're back down to base camp. What is today, by the way? 12 April?
Хороший вопрос.
Yeah, April 12. Happy birthday, Mike. Oh yeah, hold on. Today's April 12th, 2020. Tiny and I, we just finished up our hike to Petros, from our base camp up to Petros, along the ridge to Hoverla, and then back down. Total hike was 21.7 kilometers. It was it a tough hike?
Да и нет.
Yeah.
Больше да.
So it was a tough hike. So it was tough, but we did it. We left yesterday morning at 9 a.m. and we returned at 2200. We returned at 10:15 last night. So the total hike time took us 13 hours. I added the hike path in the link below, so you can view the actual hike on Facebook. I don't recommend it as a one-day hike. We pushed the envelope on a one-day hike. We again are not fast hikers. We're kind of slow, so we cruised about 2 kilometers an hour. So it did take us a while. If you're a fast hiker, I'm sure you can do it in a day. Our purpose wasn't to do a fast hike. Our purpose was to actually just do it, and we did it. So, hoorah! Yeah, high five. So we did it. On the way home last night, we did get followed by this little cat right here, which joined us for the trip. So he followed us from the so yeah. So anything to say? Yeah, so it was a good hike. We enjoyed it. We'll definitely do it again. Our next trip, we're gonna probably hit Hoverla from the southeast side. There's a city called Hoverla, and there's also a Hoverla River. We don't know if we will actually hit the summit or even the ridge line next trip, but we'll definitely get over that side of the Carpathian Biosphere Reserve and explore that area. So our plan is to explore this whole entire area before we move on to the next. And we're loving it. It's nice to have a Jeep for a base camp. It's a lot easier. Previously, Ty and I would just throw on the rucksack and do 10-day hikes. We do about, 5 kilometers a day. That was about it. But we enjoy it. So it's nice having a base camp where you can actually bring more stuff with you and supplies and stuff, and just actually stay out in the wilderness so much longer. It just feels awesome. So it was awesome. Anything else? That's it. So, all right. See you in the next video. Rock and roll. Thank you for watching.